Hi there, Taurus, and welcome back to Star-Lord.AN Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the month of July 2023. I went ahead, shuffled cards, laid them all out in the monthly format. Let's go through your cards first, one by one, and then we'll get to your reading. Overall energy is the Emperor in the upright. And then in week one, we have the Ace of Swords rooted down by the Four of Cups reversed. In week two, we have the Eight of Wands rooted down by Major Arcana, the Death card. And in week three, we have the Ace of Cups rooted down by the Six of Wands upright. And in week four, you have the Ten of Wands reversed, rooted down by the Two of Wands upright. So let's get to your reading, Taurus. Overall, you have the Emperor in the upright position. Mars ruled energy. This could be a connection for some of you to an Aries or a Scorpio. And the Emperor just basically represents that level of control. Sometimes this can represent the patriarch of the family. This could be the head of a company, a CEO, somebody who wields an awful lot of power, the Emperor does. But this can just simply represent control. Now, this being your overall energy, Taurus, this could represent you feeling like you need to keep control over something this month. Perhaps there is something big happening in your life, and if that's the case, I think you may just want to, it could be control over anything, over your love life, over finances, maybe over all of it, or you could be dealing with somebody who is extremely controlling. Also, too, the Emperor can simply represent a person in power is playing a big part in your life this month, and this could be someone that at least he's in the upright, so this could be somebody you may want to or need to approach for some reason, this powerful person, because they're in a position where they can and probably will help you when they are in the upright position. So if you do need something and it's on a major level, feel free to go ahead and reach out to this person, whether it be anything from, you know, a raise. Maybe this is the head boss from where you work. If you need a raise, or if you need some time off, or whatever it is, you approach that person. If you need something settled, like maybe there's an issue going on at the workplace, speak to the direct person. Like, go above, you know, to the highest court, so to speak. Maybe bypass if you're having issues dealing with anything, paperwork, things like that. Make sure you go to the top rank, because that person will be able to help you. Now, in week one, you have the Ace of Swords in the upright, rooted down by the Four of Cups reversed. The Ace of Swords represents that sort of clarity. It could be a new beginning in how you speak or communicate to someone. It can represent having an aha moment where you just sort of see things for what they really, really are. This is known as the Sword of Truth, the Sword of Victory. And it can also represent a brilliant idea just coming to you out of the anti-cosmos sometimes. This is like, aha, I know exactly what to do. It's extreme clarity and truth, so it's great. I always love the Ace of Swords, as well as like the Moon in reverse. There's certain cards that just give you that clarity, and that's one of them. The Four of Cups here is in the reverse position. This is rooting it down. Now, the Four of Cups upright is where we're sort of feeling an emotional disconnect. This is like emotional apathy, where we're just sort of not interested in whatever the universe has to offer us at this time, because we could be focused in on other things. Sometimes we're focused in on our health, our relationship, our like there's many things we could be focusing in on, and we're just not interested in what the universe has to offer us on an emotional level. We're not ready to indulge our emotions, if you will, at this time. But when the card is inverted like this can represent we're at that point now. Some of you could have gotten some clarity concerning an emotional matter in week 1. Maybe you finally see the light, or you finally see something really clearly. So you're able to now feel something, because this points back to the Three of Cups in the upright, which is a card that represents like emotional happiness, celebration, celebrating with small groups of people, feeling really good. The Four of Cups in reverse is where we're finally able to accept that emotional bit of happiness, that emotional cup of happiness that maybe we have been refusing to look at up until now. So now we're ready to look at it, to accept it, but it comes only at a point where you actually see something in a different light. And that's when it seems like it opens up, and now you're able to emotionally accept something really good coming towards you. Now, in week 2, you have the Eight of Wands upright, rooted down by Major Arcana, the Death card. Now, Eight of Wands is a card that represents a lot of communication. It can sometimes, in some cases, indicate sudden travel. It can also represent arrows of love find their mark, where you cannot stop communicating with somebody. It's just like, that sort of feeling of infatuation where you just have so much to say and you just want to be in constant contact with this person. Sometimes the Eight of Wands can point to a business situation, because wands also do govern business and enterprise. So this could be about having business deals. This is really good news for those of you who are perhaps in business for yourself. Maybe this could indicate a lot of clients coming your way. It can also indicate perhaps a lot of sales if you're in sales, a lot of communication going back and forth if you're putting your resume out there, that kind of stuff. It's just representation of a lot of communication going back and forth. Can also be, like I said, travel. But this is just sort of like travel that comes up out of nowhere. It's not like usually planned. It's like something that just like, oh, okay, it's sudden travel. So it's like you could be getting communication from someone, and then you could be all of a sudden going, oh, okay, well, I'm going to, jump in my car, jump on a plane, train, whatever, and go and see this person. It's rooted down here by Major Arcana, the Death card. This is a Scorpio energy. This is like the phoenix that rises from the ashes of what has been destroyed, also known as the transformation card. Now, sometimes the Death card can represent the end of something, end of a situation. But that's only because it comes to its natural end, because it can't be transformed. That's the only time that this energy will put a complete end to something. If you cannot change it, if you cannot transform it into something more doable, it needs to come to its end. Like, say, for example, you're working at a job and you cannot stand to be there another minute because you're being taken advantage of, or there's unfair practices there. And if you go to the boss and ask them to take care of the problem, and if they do take care of the problem, see, this is a case of transforming something into something that is more suitable for you. But if it can't be transformed, if the boss tells you, no, this is just the way it is, this is the way we work around here, you don't like it, leave, well, you may be leaving. It's that kind of thing. So, yeah, sometimes the Death card can represent like a certain ultimatum, but we'll see what happens. You'll have to let us know in the comment section below. Sometimes all this communication over here can lead to a transformation of a relationship or a situation, but it's going to require a lot of communication. You've got clarity in week 1, so this is lots of communication. Maybe it's time to, spread that communication now that you understand things from a different light. And then this could transform something into something more, more feasible, more doable, more likable. So very interesting stuff going on for you, Taurus, this month. And then in week 3, we have the Ace of Cups here, rooted down by the Six of Wands. Beautiful energy. The Ace of Cups is, again, you have 2 aces here. It looks like there's some new beginnings. Not surprising for Taurus, because I did mention to you that You know, that whole final descent is coming to an end. So it's all about new beginnings for Taurus now. So in week 3, we have the Ace of Cups. This is something that could be coming about to open your heart. Sometimes the Ace of Cups comes up when we're, you know, when we have a new baby, or we have, you know, a new baby comes in. It could be a grandchild, it could be your niece or nephew, and you just like see that baby, and it's just that holding that baby just brings open the heart chakra. Sometimes it's a new animal, like a baby animal. Some of you could be getting a new kitten or puppy or whatever animal you like. And it could be one of those things that just opens the heart. But this can also represent new love or renewed love, where something you're feeling really, really good in week 3 on the emotional front. Remember, you have the 4 of Cups in reverse, so your emotions are now brought up to the surface. So it seems like you're ready to be able to accept this beautiful love. Sometimes it can be accepting for the first time self-love, where we're treating ourselves and doing ourselves such wonderful justice that, you know, we're finally appreciating the self. In some cases, that's what it is. And you have the 6 of Wands that is rooting it down, which is a card that represents victory. This is about the prodigal son or daughter returns. This could be representation of you perhaps going home, or you're traveling somewhere where your friends, your family is, and this is having a lot of attention being bestowed upon you, feeling really good and really accepted and really wanted, and it's a beautiful, beautiful energy. For others of you, this could represent wrapping up something that you've been dealing with for a long time, and you're finally, you know, you put the finishing touches on it, everything is good, and this is sort of like the kudos, you know, the big parade that's coming around you to say thank you for this wonderful victory. So what an exciting week 3 is. And then you have week 4, which is the 10 of Wands in reverse, rooted down by the 2 of Wands upright. Well, this is all about, the 10 of Wands is about releasing burdens and expectations and so forth like that. When it's in the upright, this is where we're feeling an incredible burden. But this is also when our burden is coming to an end after a long, arduous time. It could be after we've been working night and day to try to accomplish something, and we're just sort of ready to drop. This card comes up sometimes in the upright when I'm reading for people who are in the middle of a moving, especially, you know, a large home or something, can be like exhausting. And this is what happens to people, right? When they're right at the tail end of the packing and the moving, there's a lot to do. And then finally it's over. Like one day it's over. You're finally moved in, everything's okay, and that, you know, all that stress and everything is sort of running off your shoulders. So this could be it in week 3. Perhaps some of you have completed something, because there's a victory here. You have completed something. You have finished something off. And the 2 of Wands is perfect to root it down, because this is all about one foot in the past, one foot in the future, but more focused on the future than on the past. So you're ready to move forward. You're closing something out here, especially with the transformation card here. You're transforming something, or closing out an aspect of your life, something that's needed to change for a very long time. The time has come. The time has come, Taurus. So get ready for a nice victory and to feel good on the emotional front. And won't that feel wonderful? Like I said, I want to hear from you in the comment section below. But always in closing, I include 2 cards. One is for love and romance, and then for career and finance. So we'll start with the love and romance for now. And what do we have? Taurus, number 26, reevaluation. So it could be that Taurus introduces you to the love of your life. It could indicate that something really special happens on the 26th of July. Or it could be when the moon itself is in Taurus. Maybe something happens significant in your love life. And the second is for career and finance. Let's see what's happening with career and finance. We have Capricorn, number 10, status. So something significant can happen in your financial life or your career life on the 10th when the moon is in Capricorn, or with or through a Capricorn. So that's what I have for you, my dear Taurus. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful month of July. Thank you so much for joining me, and I really hope the reading helped you. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again next time. Take care. Much love. Bye-bye for now.